United Arab Emirates last night in this matchday 1 of the AFC Champions League Elite, where Sharjah beat Al Gharafa of Qatar by 4-3, and then Al Wahda beat Al Ittihad Club of Saudi Arabia by 2-1. Both those wins coming in added time. So, well, wouldn't it be a treat if we got another thriller that went right down to the wire again this evening? Not far away from the players making their way out onto the pitch, along with the match officials. Shabab Al Ahli, the form side of the United Arab Emirates. They won 4 trophies last term. The UAE Pro League, the Super Cup, the President's Cup, and the UAE Qatar Super Shield. By winning the Pro League and the President's Cup, they're only the 4th side to win the League and President's Cup double in the professional era, which started back in 2008. It was the 9th time that Shabab Al Ahli won the UAE Pro League, but their 2nd time in 3 seasons. Tractor, meanwhile, well, they come into this season on something of a high themselves, having won the Persian Gulf Pro League for the 1st time last season, after previously finishing as runners-up on 3 occasions. And they've started this season nicely as well, albeit the season is still in its fledgling stage, winning the Super Cup against Istiklal by 2-1. There's their coach, Dragan Stokic, the Croatian. In the lead up to the match, he said, look, it's a good opponent we're going to be playing, and we have big expectations ourselves of opening this competition with success. Vastly experienced coach, 57 years of age, appointed just over a year ago, and well, he'll be a hero in tractor for the rest of his life, having brought the Persian Gulf Pro League to the club for the 1st time. He's actually the first Croatian to be head coach of tractor. Also, he'll have some fond memories here of the United Arab Emirates as well, because he played as a midfielder in Croatia, Spain, and in the UAE. He actually played for Kalba back in 2004. Tractor's the 5th Iranian club he's coached, so he knows Iranian football like the back of his hand. This opposite number, Paulo Sousa, like Stokic, was appointed in the summer of 2024. Goodness me, didn't he enjoy a successful debut season here at the Rashid Stadium? They played 51 matches in all competitions, did Shabab Al Ahli. They lost just 5 times, 3 of those, incidentally, in AFC competitions against Al Gharafa of Qatar in a playoff to get into the AFC Champions League Elite. And they lost to Nashaf of Uzbekistan in the group stages of the AFC Champions League 2, before going out in a penalty shootout against fellow United Arab Emirates side Sharjah in the quarter-finals of Champions League 2. Sharjah, of course, going on to win that competition when they beat Lion City Sailors of Singapore in May. Shabab Al Ahli fans who've turned up here this evening, full of expectation. There's Harib Abdullah Sahel. He's actually got the captain's armband this evening. UAE international. You can see that Shabab Al Ahli are actually playing in their change strip this evening. They're the Red Knights. As you can see, they're playing in green tonight. It's interesting, actually. We've got the Red Knights up against the Red Wolves. That's Tractor. shortly. The match officials and the two teams will be on their way out onto the pitch. Led as ever by the AFC flag. Excitement around the Rashid Stadium tonight. It's by no means a full house here, nowhere near it in fact. Fans who have turned up, including a sizable contingent supporting Tractor, expecting a thrilling encounter. Certainly what Paulo Sousa, the Shabab Al Ahli coach, talked about in the lead-up. He said he was proud and enthusiastic for his team taking part in this match. What we want. We're up against the best players, the best coaches. It'll make us stronger. We're going to play as we did last season. Well, they do play as they did last season. Tractor are in for a tough evening. These teams haven't had a lot of action in the early stages of the season. 3 league matches for Tractor, plus that Super Cup, and for Shabab Al Ahli 3 matches. In fact, such a small amount of match play, they even arranged a friendly during the international break against Al Ettifaq of Saudi Arabia, which they won 4-0, just to try and get into some sort of rhythm. Handshakes, fist bumps, high fives all the way round. Let's have a look at the two teams. Shabab Al Ahli, well, Paulo Sousa has a deep squad, and that's reflected in the fact he's made 6 changes from the side that beat Bani Yas in the UAE Pro League 5 days ago. In come number 7, Harib Abdullah, who's got the captain's armband. 13, Raynan Da Silva. 21, Sultan Adil for his first start of the season. Number 23, the Iranian Mursad Sefi. And 25, Igor Gomez. Also there as well, Nemanja Maksimovic. Referee this evening is Ma Ning of China, 46 years of age, very, very experienced. He refereed 6 group matches actually in the 2022 FIFA World Cup finals in Qatar. As for Tractor, well, Dragan Stokic has made 3 changes from the side that beat bottom club Aluminium Arak in the Persian Gulf Pro League on Friday. In come number 2, Shiri Mehdi, the vastly experienced Iranian defender. Also, keeper there, Ali Reza Bayranvan is in goal, and number 19, Tomislav Sturkal, the Croatian forward. Number 25, Domagoj Drozdek, scored a hat-trick in that match against Aluminium Arak, a 4-1 success for Tractor. Stokic, here's Ali Reza Bayranvan. Keeper took a break on Friday. Marco Johansson kept goal in that match against Aluminium Arak. They've actually had 1 less day to prepare, Tractor, and Shabab Al Ahli. Shabab Al Ahli's last league match was on Thursday. Tractor's league outing was on Friday, and of course they've had to travel here to the UAE as well. If that'll make a difference over the course of 90 minutes. Ahmed Al Makbali. Named as the top goalkeeper in the UAE Pro League last season. Off we go then. Ma Ning starts us off, and it's Tractor in the red strip, playing from right to left on your screens, getting us underway. Captain's armband worn this evening by Shojai Alilzadeh. He's playing on the left of the centre of defence. Defensive looking outfit that Tractor have gone in with. host of defenders in their team. They want to be solid first up, you can be sure of that. Shabab Al Ahli scoring goals last season. He scored 57 alone in the league campaign. Top scorers in the United Arab Emirates Pro League. There's Paulo Sousa in his second season with Shabab Al Ahli, coaching all over the world, including Portugal, United Kingdom, Hungary, Israel, Switzerland, Italy, China, France, Brazil, Poland. UAE is actually the 12th country he's coached or managed in. Forward by Khalil Zadai. Picked up on the far side. Attempted cross and the corner for Tractor. Cross coming in from Mehdi Najad. It's going to be Igor Postonsky who's going to take the corner on that far side, the first of the evening. Postonsky, Croatian. Part of the side that won the title last term for Tractor. Swings it in right-footed, and clear jump there for Khalil Zadai, but he couldn't get the contact that he wanted. Shabab Al Ahli fans already in good voice, making plenty of noise. Though we've seen the majority of the ball so far in these early stages. Zadai out to far side, pushed forward to number 19, Sturkal. The flag's gone up on that far side of the pitch. Officials are 4 officials involved in the action this evening. 2 assistant referees and the 4th official, as well as Ma Ning, all from China. VAR official is Sivakorn Pudom from Thailand. He's assisted by Abdullah Kandari from Kuwait. Inside by Matthias Enrique. And a shot from Guimbala. It's off target. Bala, who's now a UAE citizen, originally from Brazil. All 3 league matches this term. He was named the top under-23 player in the UAE Pro League for last term. To Shabab Al Ahli. Player going down, Sultan Adil. Good to see him back out on the pitch. It's his first action this season. Hasn't featured so far. Domestically, sent home from a UAE training camp in June, along with Ali Al-Danhani of Sharjah. Received a ban and a substantial fine. Applies for domestic matches, so he's got the opportunity to play this evening in this game. Arab Abdullah with the free kick. It's swung in. Oh, it's a really tempting ball, but no one could get on the end of it. Gathered in the end on the half volley by Band. Ball forward on that far side to Hashim Najad. He's causing problems there. His fellow Iranian Musad Sefi, summer signing, who got the block in. Good bit of tackling there. He made his debut in that friendly against Al Ittihad back end of last month. Stonsky once again will have the corner. Swings it in right-footed, headed away by Bala. Continuing to be headed away, this time by Harib Abdullah. By Ismailifar. Ismailifar. Captain of the side, number 11. Featured in all 8 Champions League 2 matches that were played last term by Tractor. Good run down this near side by Maximovic. Point of the play altered by Shabab Al Ahli, the Iranian. Renan da Silva. Maximovic again, looking to spread the play, looking to use the width of the pitch here. Shabab Al Ahli, cleared by Stonsky. And it's a foul by Igor Gomez. A wrestling by him. Sturkal, the recipient of the 3 falls and a submission. No goal-mouth action yet, but Tractor will be very happy with the way this match has begun. Not a good ball out, though, by the goalkeeper. Straight to Bala. Shabab Al Ahli dispossessed. Ismailifar gets the clearance in. Swings the early ball in, can't find a teammate. Clearance in the end was by Sedlar, Alexander Sedlar, number 4, Serbian. Joined this past summer from Alaves, Spanish club. Spent the previous 6 years in Spain. On the ball again there. Good work by Stonsky to find some space. Puts the ball forward to Drozdek. Domagoj Drozdek. Then it's Renan da Silva who's gone down spectacularly. Drozdek, not even looking at the referee. The referee wants to chat with Drozdek. Zadai is the captain. He wanted to get involved as well. Drozdek saying, well, I didn't think I did lead with my elbow. Let's see if we can make out what happened here. I think he's a little bit fortunate to get away with that. He was a bit frustrated by the attendance of Renan da Silva. I'm not sure there was all that much contact on his face, da Silva, but he went down spectacularly all the same. Given away to Munas de Boer. Did his best there to find Sultan Adil and couldn't do so. Munas de Boer leading the line this evening. So there's no Sada Azmoun against his own countryman. Sada Azmoun, who scored 29 goals in all competitions last season for club and country. He was the leading scorer in the AFC Champions League 2. Again, good work down that right-hand side by Hashim Najad. He's really looked lively, hasn't he, in these early stages. Tractor have done their best to get the ball to him at every single opportunity, and he's created another dead ball situation now. Let's see what Stonsky's delivery is like on this occasion. Seven players in or around the box for Tractor. The referee just pausing things, wants to have a chat with Khalil Zadai and Renan de Silva. A little bit of pushing and shoving between those two. Stonsky then goes for the deep delivery. But in the end, it was Khalil Zadai who did his best to get up there. He's gone behind for another corner, I think. Well, the referee's blown his whistle, seeing Bala down. This is going to be another corner. So we can make out what happened here. Just the clearance from Igor Gomez. It's not quite clear why Bala was down, but he's up again now. Once more, it's going to be Postonsky. He's going to look to swing this ball in. With his right foot, though, this is going to be an in-swinger. What sort of delivery can he produce? Sends it all the way to the back post. Corner comes in, and defensively, all hands to the pump for Shabab Al Ahli. It was Ismailifar on that far side, and again trying to get the cross in, and it was a touch at the near post by Izzat Elahi. Desperate defending here for Shabab Al Ahli. Really is a good start, this, for Tractor. They're doing their best to get the ball into the danger area whenever possible, and it's creating a little bit of uncertainty, confusion and apprehension among the Shabab Al Ahli defenders. So far, they've held the line. And another corner to come now from Postonsky. A few shouted instructions from the bottom of your screen there from Paulo Sousa. Ismailifar with the cross again. This time it's Hashim Najad, as one of the smaller players. Didn't find himself in the area for that corner, so he picks up the scraps, and good work straight away from Shabab Al Ahli. Real discipline from them, charging forward in a line, playing a very high line, in fact. Postonsky moves the ball back to Medishiri. Captain Khalil Zadai goes down the line. A little bit of a slip there allows Sturkel to pick up the scraps, and he scores! Oh, yes! Well, you can't say they don't deserve that. Tractor. Spectacular strike from distance, and Tractor take the lead. Sturkel. It was a long ball forward, a slightly hopeful ball, you have to say, but there was a slip defensively for Shabab Al Ahli. You'll have a look at it now. Just lost his bearings completely there, Igor Gomez. And then what a wonderful strike with his right foot. Questions perhaps to ask of Mohamed Al Makbali, because the ball ended up quite central in the goal, so he too lost his bearings a little bit, you rather fancy. He's too far over to the right of his goal. He should really be saving that. But they don't care, and neither do they. Oh, yes. Sturkel scores, and Tractor hit the front. Fully deserved advantage for them. It was a goal of a couple of significant errors there as far as Shabab Al Ahli are concerned. First of all, Igor Gomez lost his bearings completely defensively on what should have been a fairly straightforward long ball. Munis de Boer then very unhappy that the free kick has gone against him. So Gomez losing his bearings, first of all, for that long ball. And And then Mohamed Al Makbali lost his bearings too. Bala it was who was judged guilty of that foul. With a little bit of a swagger here at the moment, our tractor is kept in on this near side by Mohamed Nadiri. Control, did flick the hand of Matthias Enrique. Nothing was given. Goal scorer Sturkel laying the ball back, and the attempted cross, not a successful one on that occasion by Nadiri. Shabab Al Ahli, they just need to get a grip here. They need to find a way back into the match. They haven't seen an awful lot of the ball so far. By the energy and the intent that Tractor have shown in these early stages. Maximovic forward to Enrique. Miscontrol there by Ezzat Elahi. Allows Tractor to storm forward again. This is Hossein Zadai. Sturkel trying to play the ball inside. And he's harrying back. Judged to have pushed Ezzat Elahi. Leave the decision, Sturkel. Stand. Got a little bit of sympathy for him there. It's fair to say Ezzat Elahi went to ground quite easily. Looking at that replay. Ricocheting off Drozdek's head. It's more like it, but his pass is not a particularly good one. Crisp passing, a bit of give and go, sharper movement, that's what's needed from Shabab Al Ahli at the moment. They're just looking a little bit laboured on the ball, when they can get the ball, that is. Side, picked up by Hossein Zadai. Hashim Najad inside to Hossein Zadai. In the end, it took a last-ditch tackle to prevent him breaking forward. Hossein Zadai, 8 goals in last season's AFC Champions League 2, 22 goals in all competitions. He won the Golden Boot in the Gulf Pro League last term. Tractor won the competition. Maximovic. Andy Silva leaves that one for Igor Gomez. Enrique. Side to Ezzat Elahi. No more bragging rights over his countryman this evening, you can be sure of that. Surfy, very rainy and on the pitch for Shabab Al Ahli. Forward by Gomez, but it doesn't find a teammate. Whistles of frustration from the Shabab Al Ahli fans. Sure not liked what they've seen so far, and neither has he. Zadai to this near side. Nadiri goes down the line, looking for Sturkel, the goal scorer. This time, Igor Gomez equal to the task. Stuck under that ball, which was lofted forward for Sturkel. From that moment, it was bailing water. Shabab Al Ahli. Sophie. By Stonsky. Ball given away though. Enrique. And, errant pass again, this time by Sultan Adil. It's just not clicking for Shabab Al Ahli at the moment. Just can't seem to get into any sort of rhythm on the ball. Now Hashim Najad can burst forward again on that right-hand side. Got two players up with him. Happy to be patient. Puts the ball back to Medishiri. Senzadai gets the ball back from Sturkel. Still going. Mr. Bird just calms things down a little bit. It's a period of possession for the men in green. Maximovic to that far side to Sefi. Enrique. Gomez, who made 23 starts in all competitions last season. Arrived a year ago from his native Brazil. He's again now 24 years of age. Enrique, player in his second season at Shabab Al Ahli, native Brazilian. This is this man, Fernando Silva, who's now a UAE citizen. Maximovic, Guillaume, who's been naturalised Emirati. Gomez just thought about a shot there. Well organised defence this by Tractor and Ezatolahi. It opened up for him just for a second. The left foot isn't his favoured weapon of choice. Sliced high wide and not too handsome. Just over halfway through this first half. Good work there by Sultan Adil, closing down Stonsky very quickly. Stonsky felt he was played rather than the ball. Referee's initially given the throw-in way of Shabab Al Ahli. Let's see if we can make out what happened here. The referee's probably got that wrong. He probably came off Sultan Adil last. Of course, we've got the benefit of all these replays, and Mr. Ma Ning most assuredly hasn't, of course, unless we do go to VAR. Those contentious decisions, potentially match-changing. Shabab Al Ahli just trying to get some urgency into their game here. Wanted to take the throw quickly. There were no options there for Matias Enrique. Front of him now. Still, it's a viable option. So back to Igor Gomez in the end. Passage of play is just pretty much a reflection of the way things have gone for Shabab Al Ahli so far. Anything but fluent. Maximovic looking for a killer ball there to try and cut out 2 or 3 players. It was a bit over-ambitious. Keeps the ball in. Gets it as far as Drozdek. Stonsky. Senzadai. Drozdek. Stonsky. Inside to Shiri. Spread to that far side to Ismailifa. Very comfortable on the ball, don't they, Tractor? a consummate away performance from them so far. The side from Iran in this season's AFC Champions League Elite. Last season that honour went to Istiklal, made it through to the knockout stage. They actually finished 6th of the 12 teams in the league stage in the West. 3 teams for the UAE in this league stage in the West. Shabab Al Ahli, but also Sharjah and Al Wada, who both won last night. Najad again running at the defenders, and that's good work. Good tackle in the end by Sefi. It's been the main outlet so far for Tractor. Right-hand side. Najad happy to run at the defenders. He's done so with a degree of success so far. Pass is overcooked by Renan da Silva. Most of the noise you can hear is coming from the Tractor fans at the moment. A reasonable contingent of them have made their way here to the Rashid Stadium this evening, and they've liked what they've seen. Flick header from Sturkal. Maintaining communication between him and Drozdek, though. Drozdek not making the run. Bala. He's trying to make a run there, and no change at all from Ismail Afar. Bala again. Enrique looking towards the far post. It's a good bit of defending there by Seldar. Excellent header away under significant pressure. Abdullah. Ball back from Enrique, not able to do so. Again, Shabab Al Ahli have to go back. It's a good press. Tractor are adopting so far. They're closing down very quickly. Disciplined. Of course, in these conditions, the key is, can they maintain it for 90 minutes? That's one in the air by Postonsky. Chance to break forward for Drozdek. Miscue from Gomez. Finds Hashim Najad. Cuts inside. Had the ball under control. It's come back to Hossein Zadai, whose shot is just off target. It'll be the cooling break, just around the half-hour mark. Players of both sides to take some refreshments. Again, real danger here for Shabab Al Ahli. Rather fancy Hossein Zadai will feel. He should have hit the target there. Just tried to go with the side foot, looking for the top corner. He'll be frustrated. He knows where the back of the net is. He proved that last season in the Persian Gulf Pro League and indeed in AFC Champions League 2. But as things stand at the cooling break, just shy of the half-hour mark, it's looking good for Tractor. They're the ones who hold the advantage. Thanks to Tomislav Sturkal's 14th minute goal, shot from distance. Question marks about the defending and question marks about the goalkeeping from a Shabab Al Ahli point of view. But Tractor won't care about that. As far as they're concerned, it's all about having that lead, holding it and potentially building on it. And they've certainly looked capable of building on it as well. Sturkal just acknowledging the fans, Tractor fans who've made their way here. Igor Gomez just got stuck under the ball. There's the confidence of Sturkal to have a shot from distance. But, well, Ahmed Al Makbali, he'll really feel he should have done better there. He just lost his bearings completely in goal. Ball fairly central. It ended up in the back of the net. It was a well-struck shot all the same, and Sturkle enjoyed it. So he should too. One of 3 overseas players retained by Tractor for this season. Arrived from Croatian football. He's played in Latvia, Portugal and Italy too. Very experienced forward. 11 goals in all competitions last term. Now, can Shabab Al Ahli just summon up a little bit of energy? They look a little flat to me out there at the moment. Got some options on the bench. Those options include the likes of Yuri Cesar, who scored a couple of goals in the President's Cup final last term. Real excitement machine, loves to run at defenders. Long ball forward and a rather aimless one. It's meat and drink there for Ali Reza. Ranvand in goal. Goalkeeper, one of 5 players for Tractor to start all their matches in the AFC Champions League 2 last season. Bala trying to swap the ball forward to Munas de Boer. Good tackle by Postonski. The ball has to go out of play. Sporting from Postonski. I think it's Ezatalahi who's down there, so we can make out what happened. No, in fact, it's Nusad Sefi. Just holding his right shoulder. Landed awkwardly as he slid in there. As I say, plenty of experience on that bench and plenty of quality too. So there are options for Paulo Sousa. Must be absolutely delighted with the way his side have started, though. That man, not so much. Good news is that Sefi is up on his feet. You can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen, or you could just a moment ago. So he's going to be able to continue. Zardai inside to Stonsky, who goes back to his goalkeeper. Fighting the press. Tractor. Pinged out to his near side to Mohamed Nadiri. He wasn't able to bring it under control. It's come off Harib Abdullah. He's a little bit frustrated. He felt he got a push in the back there, which caused him to miss control. One in the air and one powerfully by Igor Gomez. This is a Tractor side. It's not short of experience. 5 players in their squad, started all 8 AFC Champions League 2 matches last term. Zardai played in the final of the AFC Champions League in 2018 for Sepolis. There's Hashim Najad inside looking for Drozdek, who was trying to get the shot in, not able to do so. Good tackle by Maximovic, and Shabab Al Ahli fans want more urgency. They want a little bit more pace. They want to get the ball forward more quickly. I just feel that Shabab Al Ahli are being a bit pedestrian here in their attack. Being very deliberate, a bit too deliberate for the liking of the supporters. It's Reynanda Silva, and again they're going back. Patience is one thing. Just a little bit of over-deliberation perhaps is another. There's a thin line between those two. Gomez with the ball to Maximovic. Not necessarily expecting it. Gets the cross in, it's a poor one. To anyone really in a green shirt. Ismail is dispossessed by Bala, thinks about a shot, goes for the shot now, and it smashes off the frame of the goal. What a wonderful hit that was by Guillaume Bala. The closest that Shabab Al Ahli have come to a goal so far. Off the underside of the crossbar. He shaped to hit it a fraction earlier than that. Goodness me, the goalkeeper was at 6s and 7s there, wasn't he? If that had been just a fraction lower, there was no way that would have been saved. Bala down on his haunches while a teammate gets some treatment. I think it's Maximovic. He looked as though he was labouring a little bit out on the pitch a short while ago. He's just dehydrated. He really was looking as though he was struggling. It is very, very hot out there. Here's Bala. Let's have another look at that action. Shaped to shoot there. Then he did get the shot in, and what a wonderful strike with his right foot. So powerful. Reza Levandran was, well, just a spectator, wasn't he? Frustration for Bala, frustration for Shabab Al Ahli so far. Good news is that Maximovic is sitting up as he comes off. A shake of the head from him. Looks to me as though he's not going to be able to continue. He really is struggling out there. That's going to necessitate a change. He's going to go straight to the dressing room, in fact. He's going to be replaced by Gaston Suarez. Suarez, who made his UAE debut earlier this month. It's his second season at Shabab Al Ahli. Originally from Argentina. Had 4 seasons at Banias, made 96 league appearances there. He had a very frustrating first season here at the Rashid Stadium, hoping for something better this term. He's on the ball there and gets it out to Bala. Only made 4 starts, Suarez, in all competitions last term, in addition to 12 appearances off the bench. Enrique. Bala. Side to Suarez. A give and go from him. Ball pinging around a bit now. And Suarez in the end gets his shot away. Again, as is the case with Izzat Elahi earlier, his left foot isn't his stronger suit. It's demonstrated by the way that ball skewed off away from goal. Just under 5 minutes to go of normal time, the end of this first half. And Tractor, you would have to say, deserved leaders. Shabab Al Ahli have come into things a little more over the last few minutes. In frame of the goal through Guillaume Bala. Tractor have, by and large, looked pretty much in control. Nadiri. Down the line, Drozdek does well, does really well. Good turn from him. Inside to Postonski. Switches the point of the play over to that far side. Shinzado lays the ball back. Shiri. Hashim Najad. Again, it's patient from Tractor, but they can afford to be patient. They're the ones who hold all the aces at the moment. They hold the advantage. Goal to the good. Period of possession for them. Hashim Najad forward towards Hosseinzadeh into the area. Breakdown in communication between him there and Sturkel. Sturkel had gone back. Watch his run now, Sturkel. He checks his run. He was wanting that ball laid back rather than across the face of goal. Didn't come for him. Enrique. Poor ball from him. Chance now for Tractor to break. Hosseinzadeh. He's got Hashim Najad screaming alongside him. Here is Hashim Najad, tries to get the shot in, and it's a good block in the end by Renan de Silva. Hot work for the players out there. Really good block from Renan de Silva at full stretch. That was heading goalwards. The Brazilian-born defender not made that intervention. Seldar. Stonsky. Captain Khalilzadeh. Nadiri. All the time in the world there for Drozdek to turn. Take advantage of it. Bala. Forward to De Boer. Run from him, but an equally good tackle from Seldar. Kept his eye on the ball there. Cross comes in, and Sultan Adil in the end didn't get the contact that he wanted. Good defensive work from Khalilzadeh, I rather fancy. Just put him off sufficiently. Let's have a look at the replay. Ball was just fractionally behind him, so he had to arch his back. Didn't quite get the contact that he wanted, and with Khalilzadeh's close attention, the header way off target. Work for the players out there this evening. The humidity levels are high. I think all of them will be absolutely delighted to reach the sanctuary of the dressing room. Next couple of minutes. Suarez does well. And again, it's a passing triangle from Shabab Al Ahli. Slip from Renan de Silva, though. A chance to run now for Hosseinzadeh. Sets Hashim Najad away. A miscue from Sturkel. There were 4 players up there for Tractor, and they'll be disappointed they couldn't take greater advantage there. Needed to hit the target there, Sturkel. Couldn't do so. Our 4th official, Shen Yin Hao, has held up the board to indicate a minimum of 5 minutes to be played at the end of 45 minutes of regulation time in this first half. So there's still an opportunity for Shabab Al Ahli to go in on level terms. Sedla. Khalil Zadai. Nadiri. Stonsky. Picks out Hossein Zadai. It's really well there to retain possession. What can Bala do? To his near side. To Harib Abdullah. Suarez. Made himself available on numerous occasions since he's come on. Sefi. Bala again. A few whistles from the Tractor fans, wanting the interval to arrive. Suarez once more. In under Silva. Sefi. Attempted cross. He'll win a corner. Blocked there by Hashim Najad. He spent most of his time in this first half going forward on that occasion, having to do some defensive hard yards. It's going to be Harib Abdullah who's going to trot across to take the corner for Shabab Al Ahli. By my reckoning, this is their first of the evening. What sort of quality can he deliver here? Taking with his left foot. 6 players in or around the area for the home team. To volley by Sefi. Not much change out of the Tractor defence. Chance for Drozdek to break now. Was he pulled back? Yes, he was. Bala's frustrated, and in fact Bala gets a yellow card for that. Wasn't an awful lot of contact. He got his hand around the shoulder of Drozdek. You'll see it here. That was all Drozdek really needed to go down. He ended up as the meat in a Shabab Al Ahli sandwich, with Suarez closing him down on the other side. Bala frustrated, and that really sums up this first half for Shabab Al Ahli. Hashim Najad again. It's a really good run from him. The referee's assistant in the end had a long think about that one before deciding it's a goal kick. Last touch was Hashim Najad. Suarez. Forward by Sefi. Izzat Alahi, who's not seen a lot of the ball in the last few minutes. Bala. Sefi with the cross, a low one, cut out by Sedla. Happily cleared anywhere by Tractor. As we approach the last 30 seconds, a minimum of 5 to be played at the end of this first half. There's a player down for Tractor, actually. Can't make out who it is on that far side. Hashim Najad it is. That's not a good sign. He's clutching the back of his left leg. Let's hope it isn't a hamstring problem. He really has run himself into the ground in this first half. Good news from the medical team is it's thumbs up. Surprise me if it's a little bit of cramp, because he really has put in a heck of a shift on that far side of the pitch. The referee stooping over him. He's going to be well worth a sit down, I would say, at the interval. Here's Mehdi Hashim Najad. 2 goals in the AFC Champions League 2 last season. On we go. How much more time will our referee Ma Ning allow? Is there time for Shabab Al Ahli to fashion an opportunity before the interval? Suarez. No, there isn't, is the answer to that question. The referee's whistle goes for half-time, and it's a first half that will be thoroughly satisfactory for Tractor. They're the ones who hold the advantage, thanks to Tomislav Sturkal's goal on 14 minutes. Speculative strike from outside the area. Hamid Al Makbali lost his bearings and the ball ended up in the back of the net. The closest Shabab Al Ahli have come to striking back was when Guillaume Bala hit the frame of the goal with a wonderful hit with his right foot. But if truth be told, it's been fairly comfortable for Tractor in the first 45 minutes or so. They've looked a well-drilled unit and they fully deserve their advantage. Half-time then here at the Rashid Stadium on match day 1, and it is Shabab Al Ahli 0, Tractor 1. Hello and welcome back to the second half of this matchday 1 encounter in the AFC Champions League Elite for 2025-2026. Shabab Al Ahli hosting Tractor, United Arab Emirates, up against the champions of Iran. And at the moment, it's the Iranian champions who hold sway. They're a goal to the good, thanks to a strike from Tomislav Sturkal on 14 minutes. And, well, coach of Shabab Al Ahli, Paulo Sousa, has seen enough. He wants to make a change, and that change has come with Harib Abdullah making way. So he's been replaced by Federico Cartabia. Cartabia, vastly experienced. And there's another change as well. With Santos coming on. He's replaced Mirsad Sefi. Two changes in total for Shabab Al Ahli. No indication of any changes that we've seen thus far from Tractor, and why would there be? Played very nicely thus far. Goal to the good. And apart from one occasion when Guillaume Bala hit the crossbar with a thunderous right foot hit, they haven't looked under too much pressure. Let's see what Shabab Al Ahli can do in this second half, though. They're the ones who are going to be kicking us off. Just waiting for one player, actually. It's Mohamed Nadiri. He's out there now. And off we go. Shabab Al Ahli then playing in the green strip. They're changed strip today. And they're playing from right to left on your screens in this second half. Statistics from the first half were interesting. Shabab Al Ahli just about shaded possession. They had 52%, 6 shots in total, but none of them were on target. Juan Santos goes down. The referee sees nothing untoward there. Ball forward by Renan da Silva. A little bit of contact between Santos and Sedlar. Nothing, as far as the referee was concerned, to merit a free kick. That's a poor crossfield ball that finds Bala. Munas de Boer very nearly threaded the ball through to Suarez, and in the end it's hooked clear by Ismail Afar. So a little bit of urgency at the start of this second half from Shabab Al Ahli. And they'll need more of the same if they're to get back on level terms and perhaps even go on and garner all 3 points tonight. Juan Santos, we're used to seeing him in a full-back role, but looks as though he's going to be in a slightly more advanced position. Cartabia on that far side. Primarily a left footer, but he does love playing on the right and cutting in. Bala dispossessed by Hashim Najad, who was struggling at the back end of that first half, but he's up and about again now. Referee's whistle goes for a free kick in the end. Just a little bit of an ankle tap there on Renan da Silva, and he was running at such pace, any contact at all was going to take him to ground. Enrique. Inside to Cartabia, who's straight away into the thick of the action, wanting the ball, demanding it, trying to sculpt the play. Bala. That's good play from him, skipping away from one defender and away from two as well. Sets up Cartabia. Shabab Al Ahli. A disappointing finish from him, but what a great run from Bala. See perhaps here whether Cartabia could have taken a shot on himself. It was a little bit behind him. He decided to play the unselfish role, lay it back for Shabab Al Ahli. We saw him miss by wide not too handsome in the first half with his left foot. He's done it there with his favourite right. Suarez did have an option of Enrique outside him. He has been switched over this near side to Santos. Cartabia, Suarez does switch the play now to Enrique. Forward by Drozdek. Play by Cartabia, and then a free kick. What's the referee going to do here? He's got his yellow card out and gives it to Drozdek. Ezzat Elahi is the man who's down. Right in front of the Shabab Al Ahli fans, and you can see there Paulo Sousa not happy with that challenge at all. So Drozdek becomes the first tractor player to go into the referee's notebook. Receives the yellow card. Bala received one in the first half. Let's have a look now. He's very, very lucky there. Just a yellow card. He was off his feet, straight through the back of Ezzat Elahi. Just wonder whether VAR might get involved there. Sivagon Pudom is our VAR official. Look at that and just think that perhaps there's a case to be made for a red card there. Pretty sure that Ma Ning is in communication with the fourth official. Yes, they are checking. It looks to me as though Ma Ning is coming across to have a look at the monitor. If I was Drozdek, I'd be very, very nervous indeed. It was a reckless challenge, that, going through the back of Ezzat Elahi. And it would not surprise me one little bit to see Drozdek end up having to walk off the pitch. Look at that. Doesn't look great, does it? He's not got any of the ball there at all. It really is a very, very nasty challenge. Now, what is Ma Ning deciding? Reaching for his pocket, cancelling the yellow card, and it's going to be a red. Drozdek has to walk. And you have to say, on the evidence of the replays that we've seen there, he can have absolutely no question about that. Very, very poor challenge indeed. And he's needlessly put his side in trouble. Exactly what Shabab Al Ahli really needed at the start of this second half. The opportunity now to play against 10 men. Silly, silly challenge that by Drozdek. And he's paid the ultimate price. Cartabia. Chance it's going to be attack against defence now. Lofted forward. It's gone behind for a corner. Sultan Adil was there. He wants a response from the Shabab Al Ahli fans. There's a lot more atmosphere around the stadium now than there was in a rather pedestrian first half from a home side's perspective. It's an expectation now. Shabab Al Ahli can get back on level terms. Corner swung over, beats everybody. Ezzat Elahi was at the back post. It's good to see him up and about again. Just got his run wrong, didn't he? He went a bit early, so he was ahead of the ball. so comfortable for Tractor for the majority of that first half. It's going to be anything but comfortable now for them. Suarez, Kuan Santos, got Bala outside him. Nice turn from Ezzat Elahi away from Strykal, the goal scorer. Suarez once more threads the ball forward to Adil. Bala into Kuan Santos. Was pinging around there in the penalty area. Giving the ball away needlessly. Ismail Afar. The shot comes in. What's the referee decided here? There's a player down in the area. It's Sultan Adil. I think it's going to be a corner because the shot deflected. So we can make out what happened here. Sultan Adil at full stretch. Matching with Khalil Zadai. Here's the shot statistics again. As I mentioned, in the first half they had 6 shots, Shabab Al Ahli. None of them were on target. So shot statistics are all well and good, but they've got to find the back of the net. Let's have another look at what happened here. Full stretch, and you can see Zadai himself at full stretch made the intervention. It looked as though he just caught Sultan Adil's foot as he did so. Yuri Cesar has been called back to the bench by Shabab Al Ahli just in case Sultan Adil can't go on. It can be a bad option. And they've got the extra man, here he is, to get him onto the pitch as soon as possible and get him running at some of the defenders. That's not a good sign, is it? Sultan Adil taking his shin pads off. It suggests to me that it's the end of the evening for him. So Yuri Cesar is going to get the opportunity, perhaps not in the way that he would necessarily have wanted. He's going to have to wait while this corner is taken first. Kartabia will take it. Swung in, headed away by Postonsky. It should be the opportunity now for Yuri Cesar to come on. There's going to be a bit of a change as well for Tractor. Strykal is going to make way. He's going to be replaced by Halilovic, Tibor Halilovic. So, given they're down to 10 players, decided to make a defensive option. Is Strkyal's strike from distance, and that's the goal that separates the two teams. It's almost a case, really, of what we have, we hold, as far as Tractor are concerned now. Halilovic coming on. Croatian who arrived this summer from HNK Gorica, Croatian side. He's also played in Poland and the Netherlands. 30 years of age. Actually won the Croatian league with Dinamo Zagreb in 2023-24. Hooked away by Ismail Afar. For a rear saute forward for visitors, snuffed out very quickly. Shimnajad, his extra pace, could be a potential outlet for Tractor to get the ball over the top and get him running onto it. Bala able to turn, exchanges passes with Cesar. Bala's still there, gets the shot in, and it's over the top. Guillaume Bala did everything right there apart from the finish. Manufactured the opportunity with that exchange from Cesar. Just get the impression there that he looked to hit that one too hard. He went for power rather than placement. And that was his undoing. Blazing the ball over the top, leaning back a fraction as he hit it. It's one-way traffic at the moment. To an extent, as you'd guess, given it's 10 against 11. Tractor, a goal to the good. Doing their best to hang on. They've got an awful long time to hang on, more than half an hour, plus whatever time the officials add on at the end of the 90 minutes. Coup as you like from Beran van, the goalkeeper, playing out from the back, but it'll come back with interest now with Bala. Santos. He's dispossessed though, and a chance now for Tractor to move forward. Hossein Zadai. Halilovic gets a shot in from distance. Nothing really to commend that. He did actually have Hashim Najad outside him. Can't see it from that angle. He was out on the left-hand side and might have been a better option. It's a good tackle from Khalil Zadai. There is Hashim Najad, you saw him briefly there. Santos. Zutalahi. Katabia. Shot from distance from him, pushed over the top by Beran van. Good save from the goalkeeper. First time they've hit the target this evening, Shabab Al Ahli. The goalkeeper equal to the task. Speculative effort that from Katabia. He'll take the corner that results. Swings it in. Crowd scene there in the penalty area inside the 6-yard box. There's a player down. Just trying to make out who it is. It looks to me as though it's Khalil Zadai. It's the ball ricocheting off his head. The skipper has he attempted to clear it. It was just a fraction behind him, so he had to just arch his neck a little bit. Looks as though he's okay to continue, though. Players taking every possible opportunity to take on refreshment. So Khalil Zadai there making his way off the pitch. That effort from Katabia. Very good, strong right hand from Beran van in goal. Just swerved a little bit. He was able to get it over the top of the crossbar. Suarez. Zutalahi, Bala. Square ball. Shot from distance, Renan de Silva. They're not scared to have a pop, are they, Shabab Al Ahli? Didn't quite manage to be as accurate as they would like, and that one cleared the crossbar by quite some distance. Sure, on the sidelines, Paulo Sousa will be preaching to an extent a little bit of patience. Yes, the sands of time are drifting away from the home team. There's still more than half of this second half remaining. They're up against 10 men. There's no need to helter-skelter. They can craft an opening, particularly through this man here, Bala. Lovely skill again from him. Dispossessed in the end by Ismail Afar. Free kick, just an opportunity to relieve the pressure for Tractor. Good play there, holding the ball up, Hosseinzadeh. Aside from that sending off, I'm sure Dragan Skokic is going to be reasonably content with what he's seen from his team up to this point in time. It's a reckless challenge. Sedlar, he's got away with that, I think. No yellow card. Paulo Sousa not particularly impressed down below our commentary position. You can see there, once again, the point that I was making a little earlier. Cesar, he's so quick. Just got the ball away from Sedlar before the defender had time to react. Just makes that challenge look a little worse than it was. Tabia, Hugo Gomez, to the far side, Enrique. Tries to thread the ball through, looking for Suarez, didn't find him. Bala, under pressure, wrestled to the ground by Shiri. It'll be a free kick. Bala takes it quickly. Good shot comes in, and Bala scores on the rebound. It's all locked up here at the Rashid Stadium. It was Bala the scorer. He took the free kick quickly to Yuri Cesar. And those two combined beautifully. Frustration for Tractor. And Shabab Al Ahli will feel that they've got plenty of time now to go on and win this. Free kick taken quickly by Bala. That referee happy to allow that to happen. It was parried by the goalkeeper, but straight into the path of Guillaume Bala. He won't miss that sort of opportunity, but Yuri Cesar it was. Shot, caused the confusion, caused the chaos. Bala took advantage. Oh yes. 1-1. Here comes Shabab Al Ahli again. Tackle comes in from Mohamed Nadiri. Bala, who scored 2 goals in the AFC Champions League 2 last season. The score sheet in AFC competition again this term. Kuhn Santos. Bala once more towards the back post. Oh, it's hooked away. Yuri Cesar looked as though he had to score there with that header. Ranvand, I think, got the save in initially. Let's have a look. Yes, he did. It was off his thigh. And now the ball's gone behind for a corner. Well, it's real siege time in the Tractor defence at the moment. That's why it's gone behind for a corner. Cross drifting in. I think it would have gone wide. Ranvand wasn't going to take the chance. Corner for the home side. Still 23 minutes remaining, just about at the halfway point of this second half. Chance for Hosseinzadeh to break clear. Finds Hashim Najad. In the end, he can't quite return the compliment. Hosseinzadeh frustrated. They're not going to have too many opportunities to try and break the stranglehold that Shabab Al Ahli have on them at the moment. That was perhaps one of them. Bala. Cesar. Good tackle on this near side. Ismailov up. In the right place at the right time, but concedes the corner. So Another dead ball situation for Shabab Al Ahli. Looks as though it's going to be Yuri Cesar who's going to swing this one in with his right foot. Headed away at the near post. Bala will return it, I'm sure, with interest. Swings it in with his right foot. Headed away this time by Sedla. De Boer. Bala, meanwhile, is down. Surprise me if it's a little bit of cramp. He's run himself into the ground in this second half. Seems to have been everywhere. And again, an illustration of the heat and humidity. An opportunity to take in some fluid and also pour some on his head. Here's the quick free kick that he took. Yuri Cesar was the recipient of it. Bala, having taken the quick free kick, then made the run, made sure that he was in the right place at the right time to follow up. It's good, intelligent football from him. Didn't just take the free kick and stand and admire his handiwork. There's Paulo Sousa's reaction. Oh yes. Gesturing to the main stand there, Bala. Tractor. It's in the Jad, indeed it is. What happened here? Long ball forward, tangled with Matias Enrique. De Boer just leaning back as he hit it. He felt there was a deflection there of Khalil Zadai. And, well, I think they agree to disagree, those two. It's all smiles, thank goodness. Of the Shabab Al Ahli backroom staff just on their feet around the technical area. The fourth official isn't having any of that. Smilafar goes back to his goalkeeper. Takes a chance there. Iran Vand. In the end, the free kick goes Tractor's way. Mohamed Nadiri fouled on that far side, loses his shin pad in the process. Shin pad had come out before he was challenged by Kartabia. Going to be a couple of minutes now before we have the refreshment break. You can see the fourth official, in fact, down below us, Shen Yin Hao. He's got his board up, so it looks as though one of the teams is going to make a change. I'm actually behind the dugout, so can't see who's going to come on. Suddenly it's become clear, though, it's Rezi Gandipur, the Iranian, to come onto the pitch for Shabab Al Ahli. Bala is down. That's a yellow card for Sedla. shown the card for that challenge. Let's have another look at it here. Bala just a little bit too quick for him. Reza Gandipur waiting to come on, signing in July of this year. Just 19 years of age, young forward, international at under 17 and under 20 level for Iran. He's made a really bright impression in his early stages with Shabab Al Ahli. Gomez keeps it in play. Eddie Shiri is down. He's now got back to his feet, hobbling away. Bala. Hooked away by Halilovic. He's back on defensive duty. Bala shapes for a shot. Kun Santos tries to have a shot. In the end, tracked to just about get it clear. Santos. Bala has been at the centre of most things this evening, most good things for Shabab Al Ahli. Suarez out to this near side. Kun Santos tries to curl it into the top corner. That was ambitious. And in fact, the referee calling for the cooling break. Ball going out of play. It also means we're going to have a change as well for Shabab Al Ahli. Izzat Allahi is coming off, and Reza Gandipur is going to replace him. So it's one Iranian being replaced by another for the home team. And Gandipur is going to have 15 minutes plus added time to make an impression. So the opportunity for both sets of coaches to impart some words of wisdom to their charges. With about a quarter of an hour remaining, can Tractor hold out for what would be a very valuable point on the road? Or can Shabab Al Ahli break them down? Tractor down to 10 men. Having seen Drozdek sent off for a foul on Izzat Allahi early in the second half. They're not used to losing, Shabab Al Ahli. Just 5 losses in 51 matches last season. Here's the equalizer scored by Bala. The quick free kick. Yuri Cesar, aware of the situation, moving into space, getting the shot away. Reza Beranvand will perhaps reflect that maybe he could have pushed it away out of trouble. As it was, pushed it straight back into the danger area. Bala was there to take advantage. Oh yes. So we're going to have another change as well for the visitors. Camera Bekoff is going to come on. Eddie Shiri, who was struggling a little bit earlier, went down, managed to get back to his feet. Well, not going to see any more of him tonight. So Hamra Bekoff on in his place. Uzbekistan international, summer arrival from Bunyodkor. Actually played in the UAE for Shabab Al Ahli in 2021. So as many happy returns for him, or he'll hope it will be, if his side can secure at least a point. Cesar off the underside of the bar. Second time they've hit the frame of the goal this evening, Shabab Al Ahli. Very similar to the strike that Bala produced in the first half. It had the same result. Suarez thought about a shot there. Santos whips the ball in low. It was flicked at the near post, but straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Gandipur was the man who made the run. He very nearly wrote his own headline there, didn't he? Having just come on as a substitute. Back it will come now. Pressure is unrelenting from Shabab Al Ahli. Kartabia. Cesar under pressure does really well. Oh, that's terrific skill from Yuri Cesar. Bala thought about a shot, probably should have had one, but still there. Munas de Boer. Down goes Bala, and the referee gives the free kick in the end against him for handball, I think. Under pressure from Ismail Ifar. Just lost his balance, Bala, didn't he? There was the shot from Cesar. What a wonder strike it was. Dipping, but not dipping quite enough. For the first time this evening, Beran Van, a very happy man to see that ball ricochet off the crossbar. Just under 10 minutes remaining. Here comes Shabab Al Ahli again. Santos. Suarez switches the play out to Kartabia. Header inside. And the header then comes in, and it's gathered at the second attempt. It was Gandipur again, I think, who had an effort on goal. Indeed it was. He's frustrated. Cesar getting the ball into the danger area. Gandipur with a diving header, but easy as you like that one for Beran Van. They're knocking at the door here, Shabab Al Ahli. Can they find an entry? Cesar. Suarez, in fact, shot from distance. Struck it sweetly, but it was always going off target, slicing off the outside of his left foot. Hot work for the spectators this evening. Hot work for the players too. Is there reward and satisfaction at the end of it for either of these two teams? Will they have a share of the spoils? Over the top towards Gandipur. Van, aware of the situation. Interesting clearance from him. Sends it straight into the crowd just to try and waste 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe even half a minute. He's not quite managed to do that. Santos. Suarez. Tabia. Fernando Silva. Santos again. Dinks a cross in. It was behind Yuri Cesar and sliced over his own crossbar in the end by Mohamed Naderi. Concedes the corner. Every single outfield player now is inside the tractor half. Even Hamid Al-Makbali is on the halfway line. The goalkeeper, it's headed across the face of goal. It's Munas de Boer who got that contact. How close was that? Corner for Shabab Al Ahli. Taken short, drilled in by Kuhn Santos. The referee's whistle goes. Relief for Tractor. A little bit of a shove there from Bala. Well spotted by the officials. Just over 5 minutes of normal time remaining. And all of a sudden there's an opportunity here for Hossein Zada, and he scored! Oh, out of absolutely nothing! Can you believe it? No, it's not going to count. Well, all of a sudden it looked as though the pocket had been picked there. VAR is checking this. Looks as though he was just in an offside position to me. Just got beyond the last defender, and indeed he was. Oh, heartbreak there for Tractor. Just goes to show that Shabab Al Ahli need to retain some vigilance at the back. Wouldn't that have been a story if Hossein Zada's goal had stood at the other end, though? Headed away by Sedlar, and then off the crossbar again. Guillaume Bala. He's not friends with the frame of the goal, is he? The second time he struck it this evening. Trying to place that shot, and look at that. Really wonderful skill from him to open his body up. Here's confirmation of what our VAR official, Sivakom Purdom, saw. The lines went in just to show that Hossein Zada was in an offside position. Is there time for a winner here? Good tackle, was it, from Kostonski? No, it's a foul. Bala is the man going to ground. Bit of a shove there from Kostonski in the end. Right in front of the Shabab Al Ahli technical area. If the home side don't get 3 points this evening, they'll regard that it's 2 points dropped against 10 men for the best part of almost 40 minutes. Suarez pass their way through here, and failing. And now an opportunity for Hossein Zada to run. Good work, though, from Renan da Silva to get back and snuff out the danger. But you can hear the whistles already from the Tractor fans, even though there's still a couple of minutes of normal time remaining. Wanting that full-time whistle to go. Bala thought about a shot. Yuri Cesar. Katabi has got space inside the area. Bala trying to pass the ball in. Did it hit a hand? No real interest from anyone else apart from Bala, who's gone down in the area. Needs to get back to his feet because his team is still attacking. Doing his best to get up. I'm not sure he's going to manage it. Yes, he has done now. Cesar Santos has got time to measure the cross towards the back post, and it's eluded everyone. Enrique was ghosting in there. Quite able to get on the end of it though. Nervous times for Sokic, and there's that effort from Bala. Wonderful skill. Beautiful touch with the inside of his right foot. It really deserved a goal, that, didn't it? One wasn't forthcoming, though. Beranvand is down in the penalty area. Some players taking the opportunity to take some more water on. It's going to be, I would reckon, at least 6 minutes of added time, at a conservative guess. Remember, we had the VAR review of Drozdek's challenge on Ezatolahi, which was raised from a yellow card to a red. We've had various bits of treatment as well for players. Sokic prowling around his technical area. In fact, our fourth official, Shen Yin Hao, has just confirmed there's going to be a minimum of 9 minutes to be played. Goodness me, that must seem like an eternity for Tractor. They're getting ready to make a change. Masoud Zaya is waiting to come on. 28-year-old right winger, joined Tractor this summer from Golgahar. Came on as a substitute in the latest match in the Persian Gulf Pro League against Aluminium Arak. Just for 15 minutes. Sanzadeh has done so well to hold the ball up there. Postonsky out to the far side. It's controlled by Hashim Najad. Really good run by Alilovic. Just manages to keep the ball in play. Just looking to keep the ball here, our Tractor. Rare respite for them in their defensive duties. Good work cutting in field by Ismail Afar. Picked up by Hamrabekov. Ismail Afar has done really well here. And in the end, it's Yuri Cesar who has to make the tackle in his own area to concede the corner. Lovely skill there, bit of a nutmeg from Ismail Afar, getting round Suarez, but he couldn't get past Yuri Cesar. So Tractor will have the opportunity to make that change now. It's Hashim Najad who's going to go off. Goodness me, he really has put a shift in this evening. Less prominent in the second half, but that's understandable given they've been a player down for the majority of the time. In the first half, he really caused Shabab Al Ahli all sorts of issues down the right. Postonsky then is going to have the corner from this near side, our commentary box side of this Rashid Stadium. Can Tractor mount a real smash and grab here and get a winner? Headed away at the near post by Yuri Cesar. Postonsky will have another opportunity to whip the ball in. Headed away by Renan da Silva. Again, Tractor able to retain possession inside the 4th minute now of the minimum of 9 to be played. Sedler goes back to his goalkeeper once more. Under pressure, Van concedes the ball. There'll be more pressure to follow as a result of that. Katabia tries to thread the ball through to Cesar, not able to do so. Igor Gomez gets to the ball quickly to recycle it. Suarez out to the far side to Enrique. Katabia. Suarez once more, and again they're just trying to thread the eye of a needle really and find the killer pass. Cesar goes for the shot. He was hoping there was going to be a bit of traffic in front of Van. There wasn't. Goalkeeper able to make the collection comfortably enough and gets the clearance in. And an awkward bounce just takes it beyond Hosenzadeh. Thankfully for him, he's right in front of the Tractor dugout, and so he's able to get some refreshment. On the half volley there, the goalkeeper did well to gather it, but he had a clear view of it. Here comes Shabab Al Ahli once more. Time ticking away, the Tractor fans doing their best to lift their team in the final stages of this match. Back on defensive duty as Hosenzadeh has done well. And then the free kick conceded by Kuan Santos. He'll get a yellow card for that. Just pulling back. Smilefa. Second Shabab Al Ahli player to receive a yellow card this evening after Guillaume Bala. Sedler's been booked for Tractor. Drozdek, of course, sent off. Well, there have been 2 matches in the AFC Champions League Elite in the United Arab Emirates. So far on match day 1, both of them were won by goals in added time. Are we going to see lightning strike for a 3rd time this evening? Postonsky taking no prisoners with that challenge. Yuri Cesar just caught him, and so it's a free kick to Tractor. Ambitious, I think that's the best way to describe that effort from Khalilzadeh. Happy to put the ball into touch really, and just again waste a little bit of time if he can. Coming to the end of the 7th minute of the minimum of 9 to be played. Is there time for Shabab Al Ahli to steal the show here and get all 3 points? Santos. Good defensive work in the end by Amrabekov. Giving the ball back to his goalkeeper. It wasn't a back pass. Just made sure he was in the road of that through ball. Katabia. Bala. Lofting the ball forward. To no great effect. Chance for Hosenzadeh to break. Got a couple of players up with him. It's a really good run this by Hosenzadeh, and in the end he just runs out of steam. But that was terrific, it really was, taking the ball up the pitch at a vital time for Tractor. Just getting away from him. We're We're into the last of the minimum of 9 to be played now. The end of this compelling match at the Rashid Stadium. Is there a winner? Katabi will certainly hope there is. Lays the ball back to Matias Enrique. Suarez. Kept in by Munas de Boer on this near side. Bala. Is there one little bit more magic from him? Yuri Cesar, whose shot brought about the goal for Bala. Left by Katabia, and the shot from Suarez. It's ballooned up. The goalkeeper flaps at it. In the end, he's got away with that. Gandipur wanted the penalty. Nothing given. And a chance now for Masoud Zia to run forward, the substitute. Katabi is back there and does well and gets the free kick himself. We've now gone beyond the 9 minutes, though. Ball has to be got forward now by Shabab Al Ahli if they're to have any chance of winning this match. How much more time will Ma Ning add on? Tractor fans whistling. Down goes Bala. The referee says get up. No free kick as far as he's concerned. You can see Paulo Sousa's reaction on the sidelines there. Forward it goes from Hossan Zadai. Happy to get the ball into the opposition half. Still we proceed. You can see Ma Ning indicating he felt there was a dive from Bala there. He looks at his watch, the referee, and says that's it. It's finished all square. A titanic effort by both sets of players in really taxing conditions. That was the last goalmouth action. Bala almost inevitably involved there right at the death. A mazy run from him, going down a little bit too easily for the referee's liking. In the end, he really was one of the outstanding players on the pitch, if not the outstanding player. He was the one who scored the equalizer for Shabab Al Ahli just after the hour mark, as he took advantage of Yuri Cesar's shot, which was pushed out by Beiran Vand. Earlier, Tractor had taken the lead in the first half through a Sturkel goal, shot from distance, when, if truth be told, Al Makbali lost his bearings in goal, but Tractor then had really to battle for the last 40 minutes, having had Drozdek sent off for a very bad foul on Ezzat Alahi. Fair enough, though, that they got the share of the spoils in the end. They played very well in the first half in particular, and then defended very well in the second. For Shabab Al Ahli, it'll be frustration for them. They've come away from a home game without all 3 points when they should feel that they should have got them. It's all over, though, at the Rashid Stadium, and it's finished Shabab Al Ahli 1, Tractor 1.